Hello everyone, Rosie O'Donnell has hosted an eponymous daytime chat show that picked up multiple Emmy Awards, starred in 90s classics A League of Their Own and Sleepless in Seattle, and enjoyed recurring roles in The Fosters, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Nip Tuck. She's also achieved success in the worlds of stand-up comedy, publishing, and philanthropy. But take a quick glance at her Wikipedia page, and you'll notice that her life outside of the workplace has been even more eventful. The native New Yorker has certainly given the press plenty of headlines since rising to fame on the talent show Star Search in the mid-1880s. There have been 2 failed marriages and another near miss, long-running feuds with political figures, and a very public coming out, not to mention a continuing tabloid drama involving one of her 5 adopted children. Here's a look at 14 times that O'Donnell's personal life got truly messy. After much tabloid speculation, Rosie O'Donnell confirmed in 2002 that, like her fellow comedian-turned-daytime talk show host Ellen DeGeneres, she was indeed a gay woman. Instead of coming out in a carefully planned magazine interview, the star decided to blurt out the news live on stage at a comedy club. "I'm a dyke," O'Donnell declared to a crowd of no more than 250 people at Caroline's on Broadway. "I don't know why people make such a big deal about the gay thing. People are confused, they're shocked, like this is a big revelation to somebody." The Flintstones actor also took aim at those who denounced her as a traitor to the LGBTQ community for not being open earlier. "Oh, but you were lying," the gay Nazis say. "You said you liked Tom Cruise. I said I wanted him to mow my lawn and bring me a lemonade. I never said I wanted to perform a sex act on him." Several decades later, O'Donnell told Red Table Talk, the Estefans, that by making her announcement so soon after the September 11th attacks, the news barely made a blip on the radar. "I'm gay," she recalled. "Listen, 9/11 happened, I'm gay. I'm telling you all, I'm gay. In case the buildings blow up again, I'm so gay, you know? Love, money, green cards. There are many reasons why couples walk down the aisle together." In 2004, Rosie O'Donnell added another to the list when she got hitched to ex-Nickelodeon marketing exec Kelly Carpenter, politics. Yes, the pair decided to say "I do" in San Francisco in a protest against the support shown by 41st President of the United States George W. Bush for the federal marriage amendment. "We were both inspired to come here after the sitting president made the vile and hateful comments he made," the Another Stakeout actor said just 2 weeks after the authorization of same-sex marriage licenses by the city's mayor Gavin Newsom. Later, O'Donnell acknowledged that legal paperwork had also been a factor in her decision to tie the knot. "We applied for spousal privilege and were denied it by the state. As a result, everything that I said to Kelly, every letter that I wrote her, every email, every correspondence and conversation was entered into the record. I am now and will forever be a total proponent of gay marriage." Rosie O'Donnell has always been candid about her mental health struggles, admitting she suffers from seasonal affective disorder, PTSD, and depression. And in 2007, she revealed she'd adopted an unorthodox way of attempting to keep the black dog at bay, hanging upside down every day for 30 minutes. O'Donnell even gave a demonstration of the inversion therapy technique while opening up on The View, the daytime talk she later vowed never to return to. And she also explained her battle with depression started in the wake of a national tragedy. "I couldn't stop crying," she told the panel about the Columbine High School massacre, which left 13 people dead. "I stayed in my room, the lights were off, I couldn't get out of bed, and that's when I started taking medication." While O'Donnell strongly vouches for both inversion therapy and medication, she believes the most effective way of overcoming depressive thoughts is to keep active. "Like in The Wizard of Oz, the color goes out," the funny woman added. "That is what happens in depression. Everything gets grey." Just 3 years after walking down the aisle together in a political statement, Kelly Carpenter and Rosie O'Donnell sadly went their separate ways. And just as their nuptials had been based on an unorthodox reason, so had their split. In a 2010 interview with Oprah.com, the Exit to Eden star revealed a certain racket sport was partly how Carpenter was insistent on joining their local country club with their 4 children to play tennis, the type of establishment that the former talk show host had previously given a wide berth. "I tried. They made an exception for a gay family, and we joined. It was a big thing. They let in a gay family. Woo! So I show up to play with her, and somebody comes out and says, 'You can't play unless you have tennis whites.'" O'Donnell also spoke about how hard it had been to admit her and Carpenter's relationship had come to an end. "The divorce was humbling and humiliating," she said. In the O'Donnell family, no one had ever been divorced. Of course, the pair had only been legally wed for 6 months. Just like thousands of other same-sex couples, their marriage certificate was voided in August 2004 by the California Supreme Court. Rosie O'Donnell experienced a major health scare in 2012 when she discovered she'd suffered a heart attack. In a candid blog post, the Harriet the Spy star admitted that she was lucky to be here after becoming ill at her New York home. In fact, if she hadn't Googled her symptoms, things could have been very different. O'Donnell explained that after days of feeling feverish, nauseous, and achy, she searched online for the signs of a heart attack. The following day, she headed to a cardiologist who found an artery that was blocked all but 1%. The funny woman, who'd suffered an attack described as a widowmaker, was subsequently fitted with a stent. Although O'Donnell didn't call for an ambulance at the time that she felt unwell, she implored readers to do so if they experienced similar symptoms. 50% of women having heart attacks never call 911. 200,000 women die of heart attacks every year in the US. Listen to the voice inside, the one we all so easily ignore. Call 911. Thanks for watching.